Welcome back to another Tiny Tidy Tuesday Shelftember episode where I am finally going to tackle this stack of shelves. Now, you guys actually watched me put these shelves together sort of a few months ago. Before I do that, I do need to move these blinds that I am in the process of getting put up. They are kind of awesome. They're paper and there's no hardware for them. You just lift them or lower them and clip them in place. They are kind of awesome and much, much, much cheaper than normal blinds. And I'll link them down below. But it was like 6 for less than $30 total, which is kind of insane. So anyway, if you need new blinds because you have pets or kids or whoever that breaks them, these would be a good option for you. Anyway, you guys watched me put this shelving set to... Guys, these are drawer boxes turned on their side. I stack them up. It's the same kind of boxes that my baking and cat food are on, or like's behind me on that wall. I bought a car full of them from Habitat for Humanity. I'm not sure my youngest was even one yet, and we use them for lots and lots of things. They've made beds, and they've made drawers, and they've made boxes, and they've made all sorts of things. Anywho, a lot of the stuff on this I had put together in a visual way because I am a butterfly organizing style, so I need things to be visible. Look super in depth because I was kind of overwhelmed by the amount of stuff I was going through in that session. Stuff like that, I thought it was a regular ruler, so I was going to get rid of it. And then I realized that it's not a regular ruler. I don't understand quite exactly what it is. So I am going to look it up, but it might go, but I had 3 6 or 7 inch rulers. I don't need that many. I have yet to need a 6 or 7 inch ruler for my sewing endeavors, although Mom and Grandmother both seemed to have them. I don't know. Anywho, so the goal here, in case you are new, I am going through hopefully all of the shelves in my house in the month of September, and I am dusting, decluttering, and displaying them so that hopefully I can get rid of some more stuff and getting rid of the layer of dust, because that is probably my biggest downfall on cleaning stuff is dust. Anyway, the marshmallow, she was probably playing with it. She never met Pinga, but she totally has some Pinga-like traits. Pinga liked marshmallows. Little Bit doesn't eat the marshmallows, but she will bat them around and play with them and pick them up and carry them places. So, yeah. Anywho, that's probably where the marshmallow came from. And she is the one, she likes to bite on cardboard. So I don't know if that's a teething thing or what, but it's just a texture she really likes. So she goes and she bites little bits off of this scratchy toy. Anywho, I am just going through and shelf by shelf, working top to bottom, cleaning all of the stuff on there, wiping out the black pottery bowls that hold a lot of stuff, and trying to find things that I no longer need, want, that I can get rid of, stuff that needs to move to other places. And then, because I'm realizing just how much of a dusty mess this is, I am trying to sort of consolidate and figure out how to manage the dust levels. Yeah, it was kind of unreal. And that's okay. It's a thing. Hopefully, as it becomes a more regular occurrence, the whole dusting thing, it won't be something that gets so out of control. But yeah, I don't know. It's a lot. Now, the top portion is more, well, and that container I just pulled out is also like marking utensil type stuff, whether it's chalk or like a wax chalky thing or pencils and whatnot. I don't know. Anyway, move that up. And then the rest of this is sort of all books of various types. Since I got COVID the second time, I haven't really done anything with languages. And I did some the first time I was laid up with COVID, I spent a good chunk of that month sorting through and trying to find learning resources for Potawatomi, which is the local language for our Native American tribe, and the tribe that owned the casino I used to work at. And I don't know why, when I was laid up with COVID, this was a thing. I had wanted to learn it when I worked at the casino and was basically told, no, you're not part of our tribe. And so that's like not a thing. Now, I will tell you, when I was feeling called to it at this point, I hadn't worked at the casino in probably 18 months or so, since the shutdowns. And what I found was, if you want to learn Potawatomi, CPN down in the Kansas, Oklahoma area, they do have a language department that is willing to work with people and actually have, like in the Potawatomi culture, there's like a seventh fire story. Basically, people that have been separated from the Native American teachings and belief structure are pulled back to it. I will link a video down below if that better explains that, because there are like 6 fires before the 7th fire. And anyway, it's a thing. Justin has made a video with that entire story, and it can be viewed any time of the year, so I will go ahead and link that. Anyway, my point is, if you feel called to learn that particular language for some reason, do be aware that there are resources available. You might just have to go outside your area to find them. If you are fairly local to me and you are interested in the books that CPN has put out, but don't want to request them from their language department, I, for whatever reason, was sent 2 copies, and the second copy I got permission to donate to the Bristol Public Library to start their native languages shelf, I guess you could call it. Now, you'll see here in a minute when I show you a picture of the stuff I'm getting rid of, I actually did let go of the Thai language learning stuff that I had gotten. I had started learning that sort of moral support for a friend who quit much quicker than I did on the Thai stuff. And that's fine. I wound up, when I had been doing that a couple months before I came down with COVID the first time. And by the time I got to that point, my throat was incredibly sore and hoarse because of the way they, I guess, move the muscles to form the sounds necessary to speak Thai. And I don't really have any reason to learn Thai, so I am going to pass those resources along to someone else. Now, I also have I'm putting together a sentimental puzzle that fell apart because I tipped it. Anyway, so this stack of books at this point is primarily spiritually related, some crystal reference books, some dream reference books, and then on top is the books about Potawatomi. I'm basically just trying to consolidate and figure out how to keep this stuff fairly neat, organized, and with less dust. So that might wind up looking like I figure out a way to just completely empty that bottom, but I don't know. Right now I did obviously clear part of it. And then if you remember from Shelftember week 1, I have some stuff that also needs to find a home beside the other shelves. So some of that stuff might move over here. This might take more than 1 month, but we are making progress. If you want to join me, please do. And remember, a little bit at a time really adds up over a lifetime.